I think it's live. I'm live! I'm live on YouTube! I have never been live on YouTube, and I have to say, this is kind of an exhilarating time. And I know that we've talked about all this stuff before, but I have this great, overwhelming belief that if I go live on the internet, that means I cannot change or have to re-edit or go over the video 3, maybe 4 times. This is seriously my first time doing a live video on YouTube, so I'm pretty pumped about it. Anyhow, long story short, today we're going to do a really quick walk around on a 2023 Volvo VNL 64T 860. This one's bought, this one's owned by another customer, but that's okay. I believe that soon enough we will all be able to get trucks in the mail or on the ground, however you want to do it. So there's an option here where I can turn this camera around. I'm going to do that and pass it off to another colleague of mine, Megan, who's going to help me do this walk around here today. But we'll start on the front. We'll work our way around on it. That way you guys can see all of the super duper cool features of it. There's a lot of different extra noises here, so I'm going to talk a little louder or adjust my voice as we need to, kind of stuff. I see we have a friend. Hopefully this live video is working out, so let me go ahead and flip this around and we can get her started here. Okay, that's not the truck. This is our gal. She is blue and true. She's got an amazing D13 455 horsepower turbo compounding engine, 13-2 front axle with air suspension. We'll show you what all that looks like. And then of course coming into it, you're going to have your you're going to have a 40,000 pound rear axle with a 2.47. So pass this off to Megan. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me. So come on around here, Megan, we'll get a little bit closer. First things first on the Volvo. I love the Volvo because I love the aerodynamic design of the Volvo. You can take a look at this older Volvo that came in here. Take a look at that older Volvo that's over there. The advantage of the Volvo truck is it is designed and meant for fuel efficiency, right? So on the very front grille, what you're going to notice here is that it's designed so to grab the air, attach the air, and then pass air over it more efficiently. So it makes like this cool bubble that goes around it. So watch my videos, you know it's pretty exciting for you. It's got the honeycomb front grille on it, the Volvo slash that brings it up. By the way, if you want, we can get you set up with a all blacked out front grille. It's something we got to do on the special side, but we can make it happen for you. Other parts that I enjoy about the revamp on this Volvo truck is you've got the underside thing here that came from the Super Truck program. Its purpose and the whole design and reason for life is it's going to pass air underneath the truck and make it no turbulence. It's just going to be a smooth ride machine all the way through. So now as you drive down the road, you'll be a happy camper because the truck won't be bouncing around. You'll get better fuel efficiency. We'll come around the passenger side. We'll work our way up to the driver's side. Other pieces I love about the Volvo truck are the 3-part hood, right? This section completely comes off. This section is its own piece, and this section is its own piece. My reason I like that is as each section gets damaged or hurt over the years, you can easily take it off and move forward. Now, coming down, you've got all blacked out air intake with chrome mirrors up above. You can get a chrome strip that comes in here. You've got the LED headlights with the signature Volvo daytime running lamp underneath it. This truck is equipped with fog lamps, no driving lamp, because it has driving lamps already built into it. So that's very nice. One super cool feature I like about Volvo is that, another super cool feature is that the hood releases inside the latch or inside the truck, so I don't have to come out here and mess with anything and get my fingers all banged up when it's cold and tired outside. Anyhow, I already did that, so I'm going to pop the hood floors here. It's so smooth and easy. Now, some other parts that I really like about the front end of the Volvo, the reason I popped the hood, is so that you can see the bumper. It comes in 3 different parts, once again, just like the hood. So if a driver takes that corner section, we simply need to replace the corner section, move down the river, right? Turbo compounding. Super cool, fuel efficiency minded machine here. What turbo compounding is going to do is it's going to take the exhaust from the engine, it's going to turn it back into mechanical energy through a series of gears down on the bottom. It's equivalent to an additional 50 horsepower at no additional cost for fuel. So as we continue to see fuel prices rise, turbo compounding is going to continue to be a more important part of your business. Next stage of turbo compounding is where we're going to have an I-torque setting that tears it up with a 13-speed transmission and a 215. Gets even more aggressive so we can get you better fuel efficiency and performance on the hills. Now, this truck is equipped with a turbo compounding, 12-speed automated manual transmission, and a 2.47 rear axle ratio. The truck's been in the field and performing well. We got another truck coming by here, another manager on a live video, right? So, the truck's been in the field performing correctly, performing well, and this is the guy's, this is the company's 30th version. Anyhow, so you got your turbo compounding set up here. You got your EGRs down here on the hot side. Down here, this truck is going to be equipped with the Henderson Steer Tech front suspension, 13,200 pound front axle. Really helps smooth out the ride for the guys. As we come back, you're going to notice this in the sky blue metallic. It's just beautiful. The 860 has an extra hump outside of here. More room inside the cab, and it's a deeper cab. You have full fairings going all the way down, plus the bottom skirts, the chassis skirts down the bottom. Once again, the whole goal here is to keep air moving down the side of the truck and not getting stuck underneath the truck. Coming around the back side here, you're going to notice you get the full extended fairings with the extra cylinders off the back side. It's the black section here. Our goal when we build these trucks is to get the back of the truck and the front of the trailer as close as possible. Like, if you can reach in there, that's okay. That's how much room we're going for. We don't want to have a lot of space in there because air can get trapped in it. This one's got dual 125 gallon tanks on it. It's got a 12-foot straight hose with the extra spiral wraps on it. It's a 6x4 combination, meaning I had 6 wheel ends and 4 wheel ends that actually do some driving power here. Bridgestone tires set up on a truck, air ride suspension, 40,000 pound rear axle, Mariner set up on it. Aluminum wheels with the mirror polish. That way, if you're ever out there on the road, golly, I wonder if I need a shave. You can just kind of, I'm just making that up, but it was kind of fun, right? Okay, next stage you got going on over here is the easy step up. You get into the back of the cab, good grab points here. You got a 12-inch sliding fifth wheel on the truck. Coming on down the side here, you got a cab power section, which again is designed from a fuel efficiency standpoint. Plus, be able to plug the truck in and keep your refrigerator on and all that kind of stuff, right? Don't need to idle a truck for refrigeration. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the side here. Now I know this is something I kind of take for granted just because I've done it since I was, well, I've done it for 35 years popping this thing. So, the easiest way to do it is you grab the side, give it a plug, pull it on up, right? So, inside here, you're going to have your tow hooks, you're going to have your, triangles. And then, of course, you're going to have your inverter over here and your cab heater. This one is equipped with extra insulation on the inside because we really are focused on driver comfort with this spec, right? So we want to get the best fuel efficiency possible. We want the driver to be as comfortable as possible. And importantly, we want them to be able to operate their toys and widgets and things that they need to from the inside. Anyhow, Volvo's done a fantastic job. It's the only all high-strength steel cab in the industry. There are guys out there with high steel strength components, but then they're using not all high-strength steel cab. Volvo's the only guy out there doing it. And the reason I love Volvo is because when you put them in a crash test, we can actually use the same truck twice. All the other guys use different trucks for each different crash test. We'll use the same truck twice. We'll do a front end impact on it and a rear impact. By the way, we're the only manufacturer out there that does the rear impact collision test as well. So if your trailer gets cut, if you rear in something and something comes flying through the trailer, it's not going to take you out in the back seat. Very comfortable. Okay, in your next section here, we've got a clean, smooth interior, so it makes it easier for cleanup. You have this nice orange trim that comes across the bottom here. And then if you look down underneath, we got a puddle lamp, which is nice because if you're stepping out of the truck in the middle of the night and there's an alligator under there, you don't want to step on the gator. You want a nice, easy, clean floor so you can see what you're stepping into, or ice, or whatever you want to call it, right? Now, underneath here, you've got battery access to get to it when you pop these levers off, the sides come down. If you're ever looking at any truck and you're like, golly, I wonder how this truck is equipped and what it's made with, I could come over to the side of the truck and we could look at the VIN number and say, oh, it was made in North America. It's a Volvo. Oh, I love it, right? Then you take a look and read the VIN. If you're ever working with a Volvo and you need to know like something about it, you can call your Volvo dealer, just in the last 6 of them, they can tell you what's going on, right? Or me, I'm happy with that too. Your next step down here is the 13-2 front axle. It shows you the 40,000 pound rear axle and the 2.47 rear axle ratio. Nice stuff. Fire extinguisher here. Megan, if you'll come a little closer here, we'll show them what we're talking about. Now, there's all kinds of different levers inside of this truck. Like everything, again, it's about the driver comfort. This one is a nice rim leather seat with the extra interior on it. It's on X7. It is nice. It's got like air conditioning. It's got heating in it. Like that's just primo, right? And my favorite feature, because when I was a truck driver, I used to have to drive trucks up in going across from New Jersey into New York. Road. I mean, every time I went into New York, your seat had to be all the way down, or your seat had to be all the way up. And that's when I realized trucks have a hard life, and the driver that drives them gets wore out because you're going across this road and you're just rocking and rolling to the bottom and out on the bottom. So Eventually, I just said, forget it. I raised my seat all the way up, and I almost came on and off the throttle. But anyhow, now we have a stabilizer built into the seat. So I no longer have to raise the seat all the way up, all the way down. I can put this extra piece in here, and then magically my seat stays at the right height while my truck is bouncing up and down the road. So in New Jersey, in New York, together to fix that road. This is my favorite feature I have ever helped someone decide to buy on a Volvo truck. Anyhow, you can slide the thing back, you can slide it forward. You got this extra cover inside here to keep the dust from getting out of it. The hood release is here, which is very nice, very easy. You got these super duper heavy duty rubber floor mats. I love the floor mats. They're super duty awesome because they keep the noise down. They're easy to clean and they're heavy duty. So I'm not worried that I'm going to have a hole in anything in the next couple years. Just slide in and out, make everything super duper fun. Now, our next steps inside the truck here. I'm going to go ahead and give it a, no, let's just turn it on so we can hear how quiet it is. It's a little quiet, right? Yeah. I need to move the steering wheel out of my way so we can talk about the steering wheel. So I'm going to push my pedal all the way down here. Steering wheel goes in, out, up, down, however I want to do it. That's two-position tilt and telescopic. That's how they describe it in the industry. But if I come halfway, look what happens. The neck moves. So I can literally move it here, right? And then I can take it halfway down and I can put it in my lap. Or I can push it up and then take it halfway down and put it up here. So I can drive like this. Or I can drive with it in my lap like this. So it's all about making sure your driver gets in the best position. Now, looking at the steering wheel, I love Volvo steering wheel. Everything is right here. Everything. If I push the home button, it takes me back to home. If I push the menu button, it gives me all these different options where I can even do a pre-trip assistance so it makes all the lights flash and stuff, does an air leak down test. Everything's magical. My driver can do that every day. Then I can come back into it. I can hit truck data. I can go to my settings. Like I can even change the language inside the truck. I've got my engine brake controller here. I can turn my headlights on with the automatic option here to the left. I got my hazard lights so I can say thank you to other drivers who say let me pass them because they have turbo compounding. I know, that's what I'm talking about. I can say thank you very much. You let me go around you because you don't have the right spec. But you do because you've got the best spec in the industry. Now, coming down here, I love the key. We have out of the way. I mean, this leather wrapped steering wheel is now completely out of my way. It's nice, it's smooth, it's easy. Raise up my seat here. Things I like inside the truck. Sorry about that. Things I like inside the truck here. Removable mats. So that's nice, easy, clean. You have two remotes for the truck. This truck has the heads-up display in case you're going to rear end somebody. We don't want anybody getting hit. I'll tell you a true story. I was running down in Hollers in Kentucky. And I was running and it's a Lowe's appliance, GE appliances. I was delivering them down to the Lowe's. And it was foggy, man. It was super duper foggy at night. And I'm following the GPS, and then I'm like, man, this is crazy. No place to pull over. It just kind of rolled into the fog. Like, it was heavy deep. I spent a lot of time worried I was going to run into somebody. So you drive real slow, and you got your flashes on and all that stuff. And none of that ever changes. But this technology would have made my life better when we were actually running through the hollers in Kentucky, because I would have been over the hills in Kentucky. Because it would have given me reassurance that if I was coming up on a stopped vehicle, it would flash its lights and beep at me out and help bring me to a complete safe stop. So, anyhow, super cool feature, very much could save lives. I'm glad Volvo put it on there. It gets us down to near zero accidents. That's what we go best cool we can. Now, inside of this piece here, you've got all your options on the dash. You've got your interaxle lock. You've got your traction control. You've got your fifth wheel slide. You've got your engine brake. You've got your air dumps. You can disengage the echo roll so it can just go sweeping down the hill and stay in gear and all that stuff. By the way, echo roll, super cool feature. Allows you to put the truck into basically neutral for an extra 3 miles an hour wherever going down the road, right? Up here on the top, you've got extra USB outlets, extra 12-volt power outlets here. CB radio would go up top, extra power outlets here, lots and gobs of storage. Your lights over here have different color options, like you can go red, you can go white, you can go blue, like super cool stuff. This one has the wood trim inside of it, so that's a super nice little feature they've added into the truck. Heavy duty floor mats, which we already talked about, air ride seat both sides. You got a nice wardrobe back here. That's big enough that you could actually like put sport coats and all that kind of stuff in there, or rain gear, kind of things like that, and a pair of boots. You got a ladder that comes down so you can gain access to the double bunk system in here. This one has the TV prep in it. Once again, built with the driver in mind. We want to make it super easy for him. Coming around to this side, you're gonna notice that we've got the workstation in here, so we can actually have a real seat, sit back here, have a soda pop, talk with whoever we want. We can make a friend at a truck stop and just talk all day long when we're on our little restart, right? Super cool. Next thing we have here, and by the way, I've signed deals in back of this. Like, so we've delivered trucks to the customer, dropped them off at the yard, and then my favorite place to close a deal is in the truck, on the yard where we're delivering the truck, and then rock and roll. You put the truck to work, I go back, make sure all the title works perfect, right? Now, next thing we have here is our refrigerator. Now, Megan, how many cans did we fit in here when we did this?
Oh, we didn't do the 860, we did the 760.
Oh, we fit two cases of soda?
Mm-hmm.
We fit 2 cases of soda pop in the refrigerator of the 760. This one is a wee bit bigger, and you got this big freezer space. So I'm telling you, you got at least 2 cases of soda pop that you can squeeze in here by the time you add them into the doors. So really nice feature. The power button for the power is right here. Turn the fridge and freezer off. We keep it off while we're sitting here in the yard just because it's easier to do that, right? Now, your next step up here is we're going to close this up. Our next stage here, we've got extra cabinet storage here, extra cabinet storage here. It's 860. You got storage everywhere. You got cabinet storage here. Oh, and when the bunk's down, you got an extra cup holder right here. I mean, how can you go wrong? Oh, and they got the cubbies up top. I completely forgot about these cool cubbies. Yeah, so you got extra cubbies to store stuff in. So just a super cool cab, lots of room. This one has the inverter built into it, a cup holder here. We want you to be able to have drinks anywhere you want to have drinks. Then you got your extra storage here, or your power inverter. You got your extra power outlets here. This one has the bunk heater. To make the bunk heater work, you simply go in here and you can go through the menu settings, get to the heater, turn it on, rock and roll, right? Windows, open up. Nice wide window. So anyhow, once again, airflow, comfort. Volvo's done a really good job with this piece. If you're interested in a Volvo truck or would like to learn more about a Volvo truck, call any of our sales professionals here at Kaufman Truck Sales. We're happy to help you out, and hopefully we'll be able to get you guys some trucks in stock soon, hopefully. But either way, we're looking forward to it, and hope we get a chance to talk. Our number here is 630-892-7093. This one's sold, but hopefully we can get one going for you guys. Talk soon. Thanks. Oh, I have to do something?
End it.
Oh, it's still live? Okay, I did my goodbyes, but I'm glad we're here. Thank you for taking the time to watch. That was 18 minutes. Tomorrow, when we do our next one, I'm going to get this down to 3 minutes. And I think I'm supposed to say something. That's it? Hide all, live all.
You had a couple questions.
I have questions. How do I get to my questions?
Oh, maybe it didn't. Someone asked what the max horsepower is you can get with a Volvo.
Max horsepower you can get with a Volvo, and a D13 is going to be, I think it's 500 horsepower. You set it up with the I-Shift transmission, it's perfect. Were there other questions? Save highlight, mute microphone. Oh, we don't want to do that. Live chat. What is the max horsepower you can get? Trucking with Wim, the answer is 500 horsepower, but I do want to double check on that for you really quickly. I think there were some quick changes here with the last greenhouse gas. Our general, most standard spec we put out is going to be the 455 horsepower. If you're still here, I hope that answered the question. Anyhow, if you have any other stuff, give us a call, 630-892-7093. John Dewar with Kaufman Truck Sales, and Megan. Megan was a big help. She made magic here. Look forward to talking with you guys, and I think I'm just going to hit the... No, I've never ended one.
Try hitting...
Live? No, that didn't do
might
it.
just be X.
We're going to find out. We're hitting X. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? We're going to end it. Thanks, guys.